few thoughts. What about you? How you feel about this episode? Did you like it? Was it the best?
It was dope. I won't call it the best, but
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
had I had theories that like came true in this episode, and I was cool with that. Not
okay.
calling it predictable. It's just I felt
Mm,
like people didn't see things. Like there was a lot of discourse before this episode, and I felt like people didn't recognize what they were building to. But I kind of peaked ahead of time.
okay. Well, I'm ready to talk about this and give you all my thoughts on was this season 4? Season 4 finale of The Boys.
Hex, yeah.
So let's start with Starlighter and this shape shifting. And, you know, I was waiting the whole time for Huey to be like, something is off. Like, did he not see anything off the whole time?
She had all of Starlight's memories and shit. Like that's hard. Like how you gonna tell like somebody who knows everything about you has just taken your spot? It's gonna be real hard. Like it's gonna be real hard to pick this person out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and I get it though, because the shapeshifter or whatever, that was a real smart move that not only did she was able to copy her looks, but also was able to see everything that was going on in her mind. But she still seemed off. She didn't seem like Annie at all. Like she looked like Annie, had Annie, you know, thought process, but it was something a little off here for me. And I feel like Huey took too long to figure this out.
Man, I mean it's easy to say because we freaking knew.
But I don't think she should have gotten as upset with Huey about it because, like you said, he did the best that he could. He didn't. He tried.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
she was irrational about that, but
yeah,
he did
and
he did eventually pick up on things like, yeah, Shorty tripping.
and the fact that Huey was assaulted again, like I would call that assault because he didn't know. I'm pretty sure if
Yeah,
he knew
that's
that was a
definitely assault.
shapeshifter, that he wouldn't have engaged in that. So, Huey been going through a lot this season. This is his
Yeah.
second assault. He done lost a parent. The connection between him and Annie hadn't really been there. Have you been
And
feeling it?
could you imagine if like a female character got sexually assaulted twice? And
And like, no, nobody is
that
just worried
shit would
about
never
his feel.
fly.
And Annie ain't even worried about him. Can you check on your boy? Check on him. He
She
is.
asked me if he was all right.
She didn't even console him after his pops like passed. Like where is the love, Annie? Like you just leaving poor Huey out here flapping in the breeze, and I think
She
the,
got
the
she got
connection is not
issues
there.
too though. She got like issues with like accountability and stuff like that too though. Like
She's
she's a
been
complex character.
she's been a whole waste this season, so I was not feeling Miss Annie January this whole season. She was letting Firecracker bully her. She was getting her feelings. She going off on Butcher. I just this whole season she got to make up for this in season 5 because this Starlighter, she didn't do nothing but get on my nerves the whole time.
I think it's because I think the writers was letting us know she was a little off by having her powers, kind of not work. Like she had a mental hang up or something, you know what I'm saying? That was causing her powers to not function properly.
But she
So
could have been
she
useful
was,
in other ways. It's like her powers wasn't working and she was just useless. She was just in
but
the
I'm
way.
saying
I
she
feel like
was a
she could
little
have been
off.
got
Like she was a little mentally off. Like that's
all
what
of
it
them been
was.
mentally off this year. MM has been mentally off. Kimiko, Frenchie, everybody been a little off this year. But I need her to like not be so off that you lose that we losing focus here. And her offness was just useless. We weren't bringing anything to the boys at this point.
That's hilarious.
I said it before. I say it all the time. I'm gonna say it again. I just do not like the deep. Okay. I have a huge just disdain for him in any capacity. And all of a sudden, why does he all of a sudden act like he really like Mr. Tough Guy? Like he's something. Like you're nobody, nobody likes you still.
Man, he's going crazy too. Like
He's
he's embracing the violence because that's his outlet. Like he's mentally scarred. Like, dude's been tripping for a while, but
No,
it's culminating.
he started tripping once him and Sage started, hanging out and hooking up and stuff. She didn't empowered him and emboldened him, and he kind of like, oh, I am a little powerful. I'm kind of like, hot stuff over here. No,
Yeah,
we still
he
don't
was
care.
a dude who used to get picked on in high school, and then he became a cop.
See, I'm not messing with the deep. I mean, I kind of like I kind of like new Black Noir, but I just like why would you pair him up with the person that I just don't like the most? Like I might have rolled for Black Noir for a little bit, but you paired him with the worst person ever. I can't get with that. And y'all go after the Ashleys. They did
The
nothing but help them the whole time. They've done nothing but been supportive and protect their reputation, try to make them look good for the public, and y'all go after the Ashleys.
they trying to get rid of anybody that can do anything to him. I mean,
Ash,
the main Ashley knows everything.
mm,
She knows everything.
but she should have got the hell up out of there like A Train.
He tried to tell her. A Train tried to tell her, yo, like, hey, is shit about to hit the fan.
And she stuck
But
around anyway, plucking herself
she
bald,
stayed.
stressed out at this job. If I don't ever want to be at a job that's that stressful. If I got to
Yeah,
pluck my hair
man.
out from anxiety and stress, I don't need to work there no more.
She stayed to try to protect her staff, though. That's why she stayed.
And now look at it.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see what kind of creature, so to speak, that the
Whatever she
compound
turned
B
into.
is. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was a smart plan of hers. Like, hey, this is a plan B in case, plan A don't work with, me leaving. I didn't do that. So let me see if they ever go after me. I got a little something, something for them. That I hope it ain't nothing useless. I hope she didn't stab herself and it means nothing. I
Look
hope
like
she at
she
least gave
turned
her
into
something to defend herself.
some Hulk ass monster looking shit.
Because I mean, I didn't used to like Ashley at first, but at this point, I feel bad for her because she's like, there's no there's no structure within the seven anymore. There's no hierarchy anymore, and so uh, Homelander is just running amok, and she's what everybody is like fearful of him at this point. And so I really do feel bad for her. And every dude she tried to hook up with, they done just took him out. She just can't have nobody this season. She tried to have her love life. It didn't work either time. So,
I
you know,
mean, like the dudes she be with is wild though. It was wild ass dudes, man. Like, come on.
she, she needed a little piece of happiness. So I'm hoping in the next season that whatever powers that she got will help defend her. And I hope she whooped the deep ass. I hope he go after her and she light him up for real. Cause I'm so sick of him. Cause he really think he doing something out here. Did you see the campaign ad that he said, what was it? I take accountability for racism. I was like,
Yeah,
if you don't sit your ass,
they be going in with that stuff too, man.
killed the only
uh,
person that actually liked him. Poor Justice for Ambrosia, R.I.P. He didn't even have to do that.
hilarious.
He could have set her free in the ocean. See, that's why, you know what? I can't deal with him. He don't need to survive. He don't need to make it to the end. He should have been gone like a couple of seasons ago. I don't even know why he's still here. I
That's why
can't.
he crazy, man. Crazy because he killed the octopus.
That was his wife. No, put some
buddy,
respect on her.
buddy,
Put some respect on her, okay? That was his mate.
man, buddy's wild. Just because you can talk to him don't mean you should be banging them. Like,
Again, he should have left her right there in the ocean. He the one did all this. And you know what? I blame Sage because see, he was humble for just a little while. And she came in like, you the king of the sea and you got all these
man,
powers
she
and why you let
manipulated
people talk
everybody. That was my thing with Sage, man. Like people online was talking about how she wasn't living up to the smartest person in the world thing. And I was sitting there like, bruh, the only reason why the boys are losing is because of Sage. And then season finale is like, damn, all that was her plan in the beginning.
and it wasn't
It's
a
like
plan
they
that I
lost,
wanted her to
literally
have.
lost because of Sage. Like, come on, man.
It wasn't even a plan I wanted her to have. She we're gonna get to her. We're gonna get to her. We're gonna get to her. This one right here. I had
It's on
hope
my
for him.
right, bro. You wildin'. I mean, nah,
I had
like
hope for him.
they kind of jumped him though. Like they put him in a freaking CIA bunker. They broke it to him that his dad was a homicidal maniac, and they didn't give him time to think. Man, he had to like make a decision right then. Like either you gonna stay here or we gonna make you stay here. Like it was too much pressure for a kid.
I'm
I,
sure he could have carried this out though without killing someone again. Like
yeah, he
how
did.
how we
He
don't
didn't
know
have
our
to
own
do that.
strength at this point. Like he done made too many mistakes with his strength. I need him to get it together.
I think like that's just a major part of the soups in this world. Like they all have issues using their powers when they're like frustrated or when there's a type of pressure on them or whatever. Like even Annie was talking about when she was first using her powers, she blinded a lady on accident. Like it's the nature of like what they are in a world where everybody around them is just so breakable. Like when you think about like superheroes like Superman, it took him 30 years to learn how to walk soft enough and how to like maneuver in a way in which just yawning or stretching or whatever didn't kill everybody in the room. So like and like with Ryan, he ain't had no training, man. Nobody has taught him how to even like begin to deal with his powers. So yeah, I could see how he accidentally pushed her way too hard.
Accidentally put I'm not even gonna give him that because when he killed that one dude on accident, that should have showed you that you need to pull it back. You need to scale a whole lot back. Okay.
But see, even when he did that, it was out of frustration. Like he wasn't focused because his dad was pressuring him in that moment. He ain't never did nothing with a clear mind. Like when he's clear and he's not being cornered by adults, he's never killed nobody in those situations. But when there's somebody lording over him, he has an issue with that. He has an issue like reeling it back in. And I can see that you a kid and you that strong.
Do you think that he is going to lean towards Homelander, or do you think he's gonna do his own thing?
I don't think he like Homelander. I think he has a connection to him because that is his dad. But at the same time, like we've been seeing him push against everything Homelander's been saying from the jump. Like he'll go along with it for a second and then it's like, nah, I don't feel right. So like his moral compass seems to be opposed to Homelander. I don't think he's gonna.
But he gonna have to pick a side because at this point, Butcher is not even having it. He ain't playing no more games. So either he's going to have to pick a side. There is no going back and forth. Like he's been doing the going back and forth all season, and neither one of them are there for it. Butcher's not for the going back and forth anymore, and neither is Homelander. So he's gonna have to make a choice. So I'm anxious to see next season which choice is he going to make because there's no more in the middle. He did the middle too long. Ryan, you're gonna have to make a choice. I feel like he's gonna be swinging over there with Homelander. I really feel like he's gonna end up over there. I don't want him to, but he got to make a choice. Ain't no gray area
I
within the
feel like
suits.
Butcher's plan is gonna kill every soup in the world. I mean, there we go.
I was waiting for this all season.
I
I was waiting for
don't
this.
think my theory about this though. I don't think that's Butcher. Like, I mean, his tumor has superpowers.
Hmm.
So like, he has super cancer. Cancer is like technically alive. So, maybe it's the cancer psyche. You know what I'm saying? The cancer is controlling him.
Yeah, that's what I don't know what his name is on the show, but Negan, that's what Negan is. Negan is that he's more than just because at the beginning of the season, because he was seeing Becca and oh boy. And I thought it was just because he was hallucinating because he's, slowly dying. But I think that it's more than a hallucination. I think that's a visual manifestation of whatever that creature
The
is
cancer,
inside of him.
freaking cancer in him. His
Parasite
cancer
thing.
has superpowers.
And I've been waiting to see it to come on out here all season, but I did not expect it to come out in a way that it took Noonan out.
Yeah, that was wild. Like how
I didn't expect her to die.
my thing is like, what's the power scale and what's the power difference between these people with powers?
Because
Because
Victoria was not, a bullet was not taking her out. Uh Homelander laser beam was not
yeah,
taking
she
her
stopped
out.
that shit with her mind.
Like it wasn't, but he pulled her apart with those tentacles. So I'm like, what kind of super strength?
Yeah, like I don't know if that's like the product or like just the writing for the story, but they are inconsistent with like what kills what's better than what as far as power scaling goes. Cause I don't know, it seems like a bunch of tentacles shouldn't have been able to kill her.
Not just killed her, they pulled her apart.
Yeah, kill the hell out of
Pull her slap apart and in front of the baby. I really feel like she gonna have a vendetta against the butcher after this. Well, at least Pop Pop is out of the penthouse. So at least she still has somebody, but I feel like that's going to Butcher gonna have to watch his back.
her. I feel like Butcher gonna die at the end of this.
Cause like, I mean, like she look like she's the type of child that's gonna want to get it back in blood. So he might not want to count her out, especially with the type of grandparent that she has. Butcher is like so like singular focus, he may not even see it coming. But I'm gonna need him to be aware of this. They both look like some Resident Evil creatures at this point.
They really do. Like her powers are ridiculous.
Yes. And I would like to see more. I was waiting on this, but I want to see, I need it to be like more than one death at a time. I want it to be like carnage and a massacre. Like just
I'm pretty sure they
let's go
need more than
ham.
that.
Let's go ham with this. Butcher, you got this new ability that you have let control you. It's almost it has taken over, almost like a parasite. And you're right. I don't think that is Butcher. He done let Negan, the parasite cancer tumor thing, completely take over.
Freaking
And and now he is just a walking experiment at this
hell
point.
yeah, just a
And
vessel for the thing.
exactly, he needs. I don't even know what can help him at this time because nobody can reach him right now. The last part of humanity that was left was Ryan. That's gone. So I actually don't even know what can pull him back. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying,
Sheer disappointment. Yeah, go. You can go on and go in. Go in. Cause cause the whole season we kept thinking that she had a master plan to go against Homelander. Like she was plotting something to take him down. Whole time she ain't doing nothing but being an Uncle Tom.
I mean, see, I feel like she's not even being an Uncle Tom. I feel like she she's just playing a game. Like she's as narcissistic as Homelander is, except for Homelander, his narcissism is like centered around the fact that he's pretty much unstoppable. He's indestructible. But hers is that she's the smartest person in the world. They're like two sides of the same coin. And like she literally manipulated the actual strongest man in the world. And she manipulated him, towards his own benefit. But she pretty much showed that, like, her being doubted for years, and her being overlooked for the most of her life, she could freaking end the world whenever she wanted to. And
But
like
no,
that, like,
but she also showed us her weakness. All it takes is a blow to the head, and it's like she has, the IQ of a first grader all over
I
again.
mean,
Like
yeah,
he now knows her weakness.
yeah, he knows her weakness, but she's so invaluable to him. Like, she knew that he was gonna take the actions that he took, because she didn't tell him the whole entire plan in order for him to take the actions that he took. He knew that she knew that he was gonna doubt her. She knew that he was gonna team up with that white chick. Like, she knew all that shit. And she manipulated that to her own end. Now she's the absolute most valuable person in the world to him. And he knows that. She even let him see how things would be with her gone, or how things would be when he's not following her lead. And, like, she gave herself the ultimate insurance policy. Like, there's nobody in the world more useful to Homelander than she is.
But Homelander's never cared about that. When you're a sociopath, he's never everybody who's even semi cared about is no longer around. Like
Yeah, but
he doesn't have those feelings to where if he has any doubt placed in his mind, he will take her out.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares about her. I think he understands the means to an end. And I
Mm.
think she knows that. Like, she realizes that she's expendable in any other situation, because she won't be able to make him care about her or make him value her as a person. But by showing him basically that she is indisposable, like, there's no way that he could get rid of her without toppling his own empire. Like, that's the ultimate insurance policy. Like,
No,
she
she could
playing
have did better with that intelligence though. Her move was
she's
supposed to
playing
be having a
not to
counter
mention,
move and to go against to be having a plan to take him down. Her plan was to join him and have a top spot. No.
I mean, like, I never thought that she was gonna take him down. Like, I always saw her as the person. Like, she's just as narcissistic as he is.
Nah,
She
I
wants to
have
see the
faith in
world
her.
burn just like he does. Like, she has this great animosity for the world because the world did not listen to her when she was younger. Like, she's the smartest person in the world, and nobody listens to her. Like, I can see how that made her bitter and just vengeful towards the world. She's like Dr. Doom. Like, Doom is one of the smartest folks in Marvel. And, because people don't fall in line with what he thinks, or his plans or whatever, he has this great resentment for the world. She resents the world as is. So
But she
she
could
just
have did
want to
so
start
much
hating.
better with her intelligence. I would be like the guy in Limitless or Scarlett Johansson and Lucy. Like she could be doing so much more with her
Yeah, but she don't
intelligence.
care that much. She just want to see the world burn. She don't care that much. She's just like Homelander. It's the same coin, opposite side of the same coin.
You know
She's
what?
just like Homelander.
My respect dropped for Sage when she got with the deep a couple times. Like after that, I'm
Man,
like, you get with the lowest of the low lives, ma'am. All that, and I was rooting for you. I was rooting for her. Not no more. She can go kick rocks with the rest of the seven at this point. I was so happy for Kimiko in this episode. This is my girl here.
yeah, she need to learn how to fight.
Well, she done been unalived and revived so many times this whole season. She been going through it this whole season. Even though Frenchie been getting on my last nerves. I'm actually glad at how this episode played out, that we got to see her express her true feelings about somebody that she's truly cared about for a long time, and that she was willing to ride for him. Like that's her guy, that's her partner. And to see when they were being pulled apart from each other, it took us to see the makings of their relationship, to see how intense it was or how much strength it took for her to call out when he was being taken. Like we had to care. we had to care that she cared. Not that we even care about Frenchie or we care about them being together. We had to care that she cared about something enough to speak again. So I really actually like how that was played out. I really felt bad for her in that instance because she's never felt helpless like that.
Yeah, that's why she need to learn how to fight. I'm just saying, like, how much stronger is dude from G and V than she is? Because she should have been able to smack him around a little bit. She has super strength. She's not just Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? She got more than a healing factor. I'm need for her
But
to
I feel
like.
like she was caught off guard and she's going up against like a remember he old boy was like locked in a lab. He was locked away. So he has a whole lot of inner rage in him. So she's dealing with somebody who's just completely like I can let loose and unleash all of my strength and abilities and her being caught off guard and only seeing it necessary to take down somebody when I have to. And
I
so with
feel
her
you,
being
but
caught off guard, I think
didn't
I think at some point she could take him, but I don't think she was like ready right now.
but didn't Shorty that can grow big and shrink and shit? Didn't she hold Buddy down when she got big?
I don't know, but if she got then would it would have taken her to be a giant then.
I'm saying like I I don't. I mean, getting big does make you stronger, but if he's not stronger than the get big chick when she's big, I feel like Kimiko should have been tagging his ass.
She wasn't ready.
I don't care, man. You gotta. I mean, I don't care, bro. He was just holding her back at the end. Like he wasn't even throwing her around no more.
She was see because of this interaction here, it was the love that kicked in, okay? She at that
uh,
point, she was no longer concerned about herself
I didn't even
because
hug her or
at the end of the
punch.
day, she knows she can handle herself.
Yeah, I mean, she's indestructible.
She was no at that point she was not worried about herself. She was worried about Frenchie because once that mind control happened, like they ain't she ain't if she ain't been exposed to that happening, she's just like, okay, I just now got my man and now y'all trying to take him away. I'm the first word she speak was out of love.
Nah, I feel you. Throw a punch though.
They was caught off guard, okay? They had a plan for the boys. Like they was taking all of them down right
Yeah,
there at the
Sage,
end.
man. Freaking Sage.
They had a plan and they got them all. And why didn't they have a backup plan too? Why y'all ain't have a plan for and they was all split up. Y'all ain't even together. They literally picked apart everybody one by one. And
Yeah. I'm
except
mad they
all they got
punched.
is the Annie is one way and then the butcher is another way. Annie the only one know what's going on. Butcher off on some other stuff. But the two that don't even like each other are the ones that's gonna have to come together.
Yeah, Butcher on a suicide mission because he ain't got too much time left. I'm telling you, he gonna die from that shit that's controlling him.
Yeah, because I that's probably the only way to get rid of whatever that is to, you
But you
know,
know, the Gen V kids is still locked up. The
mm-hmm.
other ones, so I mean, it's a couple of like wild cards out there. It ain't just them two.
So yeah, I'm hoping that that we get old blood bending chick up in here now that Victoria's gone. We need her to come and do what she do because I mean I'm kind of with but we gotta go hard at this
I
point.
wonder if they're
There
gonna recast Buddy
I don't think so.
Magneto.
I heard that they wasn't
So what they gonna do with this character? Like
pretty much unalive him for I guess like make it seem like Vought did something to him.
that sucks.
It's that's what I'm thinking.
And they'll never want to recast a black superhero.
Oh, look, that's a conversation for another day. We can have a whole panel about that, a whole discussion about that issue. That is a whole other discussion for another day. But yeah, a whole other thing. Soldier Boy.
Yeah, I saw that coming too. I had just got done talking to somebody about Soldier Boy not being in the season. They're like, yeah, he got to make a return at some
Mm-hmm.
point.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know
But
that it was just going to be like a clip of showing him. I actually thought that somebody was I thought the butcher was going to go back and get him and he would come into play somehow. But
man, Butcher
there
ain't gonna
can be
go
no
back.
good with Homelander standing over him. This is not good right here.
I mean, I don't see Homelander and Soldier Boy teaming up though. They even I mean, I know they got a father son connection or whatever, but like Soldier Boy saw Homelander as a disappointment. And I mean, technically speaking, they both are, but you kind of got like a MAGA Republican versus a Reagan era Republican. Like, and just two different types of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't see them linking up for the better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they do, if there is a Homelander tries to reach out, you know, for that fatherly love or whatever he's looking for or whatnot, I feel like either Soldier Boy will play him, you know, act like he's gonna give him what he's looking for and then shoot him in the back, or like he just triggers something at Homelander and Homelander decides fuck it and kill Soldier Boy. I just don't feel like
That's
they're
what I
gonna.
feel like he's gonna do. I feel like he was standing over him. I don't think he wants to be in cahoots with him. I think that he wants to take him out because at this point Homelander feels like that was the only person who could. And so if I can take out the only person who can get me, what does that mean?
But he has that weird longing look on his face, like he want to connect with his dad or something. You know what I'm saying? Like Homelander has a thing for being loved. Like
Mhm. That's why he was over there crying because A Train left. Boy, you ain't even like A Train. You just didn't
I
like the
know,
fact that
right?
somebody
He
left you.
felt betrayed by H.
You don't, if you don't go somewhere with all that, he be doing the most.
Oh man, he just like Trump, man. He want everybody to love him, but he don't love nobody else.
Nobody. Nobody. Um, what do you want to see in the upcoming season?
Uh, I want to see them GMV kids come back.
Agreed.
Cause Shorty with the blood bending, she got an interesting story, man. I kind of want them to flesh that out.
I actually do. I want what I'm hoping is that wherever they're taking Kimiko, Frenchie, Huey, and MM are in the same area with the Gen V kids that were taken away um in that first season, and that they somehow can kind of team up together and see what they can do together. I really hope that they get put somewhere with them. That would be
Yeah,
very beneficial. Starlight is gonna have to meet up with Butcher. They're gonna have to put their differences aside and they're gonna have to come together because right now,
she's gonna be
Homelander
talking
said,
to the freaking tumor, man. She's gonna be talking to Negan. I don't see it happen.
well, she gonna have to make friends with him somehow. She gonna have to make friends with him because Homelander is he's on a rampage at this point.
You froze again.
Can you see me?
Yeah, you good.
Uh yeah, Homelander feels right. He's untouchable right now. And there's nothing that is standing in his way.
Yeah,
He's removed all his obstacles. So they have to have like something that he's never heard of. They gotta go with a secret weapon because right now in his mind, I've taken out everything, every barrier. So what y'all gonna do?
yeah. I mean, I feel like his actions also created like a lot. His actions created a lot of counter actions. I mean, because Ashley's a wild card. Those Gen V kids are a wild card. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, Butcher's a wild card.
At this
So
at this point, I need more action in the next season because this was kind of a slow burn and a slow build. So I just need them
yeah,
to go all out with the whatever they got going. They need to just go full force. I don't need them to hold back anymore. Y'all have held back. Y'all waited to the very end of the episode to give us what we were looking for. No more holding back. Give us all the action. I need to see some stuff popping off in season 5.
it was a thinker season. That's what Sage was in charge this
Some you know what, I don't even want to, I'm gonna need more. I need more action. I need more violence next
season.
season. I need to feel more violence than
Yeah.
before.
So now the freaking blood this season. But yeah, nah, you right.
Y'all hit that subscribe button. We are trying to reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We getting close. Please hit that subscribe button. I will also be going live this evening to talk about the season finale with our panel like we do. So hit that subscribe button. You'll get the alert for our live discussion this evening. And put in the comments, what did you think about this season? Did you like this season? Was it slow for you? Did you stop watching The Boys altogether? Did you think it was too political? Was you just not feeling it? Was you just like, I can't do it? I fell out of it, no interest in it anymore. Did you like Gen V? And would you like to see a new season of Gen V or see the Gen V kids come over, like some more intermixing with the shows? I would like to see that as well. I need to see them in each other's space at this point. Everybody need to come together. So let us know. Drop your opinions in the comment. Did we get anything wrong? What did we miss in the episode? Was it something that we did not talk about or touch on? Drop it in the comments and we'll discuss it. And we might talk about it on live this afternoon as well, this evening. So hit that subscribe button and we will see y'all next time.